All right, let's talk a little bit about markets today. How's everyone doing today? And well, first of all, welcome to our weekly talk show about markets. My name is Thomas, as always, on Mondays, and I'm here to conduct this trading session or educational session for OLYMP TRADE broker, a wonderful broker company, which has been around for almost 10 years. And this year, OLYMP TRADE is turning 10 years old, which is a really quite an age for any company. And I'm happy to be part of OLYMP Trade, and I'm happy that we are able to provide trading services from people from more than 100 countries all over the world. And we have very nice trading conditions, and also the platform itself is really great. Doesn't have all these little nuances that distract you from trading, but instead you can concentrate on trading, on analytics, on opening trades with like we have three basic modes. Mode of trading number one is fixed time trades, which is basically our most common one. Next, we have Forex, obviously. You can open Forex deals, and I use this platform for active investment as well. And last but not least, we have stocks. So you can invest into stocks with a 1-to-1 multiplier. So it doesn't really allow you to use leverage in that mode of trading. But if you are a long-term investor, kind of buy and hold type of investor, like when you it's better it is even better to say buy and forget. Like you buy some asset and then you just check on its price maybe once every month or something or so. So yeah, right. So here we are. Which trade gives profit today? Well, it depends. We have many, as every day, there are many trading opportunities, and a lot of stuff is a lot of like many assets are quite hot today. Obviously, I can't tell you like say 100% like what is hot today and which asset is gonna give you profit. But what I can see from our charts is that on Friday, Bitcoin reversed, and maybe this reversal might turn into the so long by many awaited change of trend, and we might see Bitcoin drop towards maybe 65,000 or even less, even less than that. So uh, a lot a lot will be decided this week, because this week is a decisive week, and we have a lot of stuff going on in the financial market. So we have yeah, this week is busy in the economic calendar, and we have FOMC conference and Fed interest rate decision coming up this Wednesday at 9 p.m. GMT plus 3, so in 2 days and 5 hours. So that is going to be a very, very, very strong and interesting news, and it's going to affect the markets a lot. And it might also finally give us an answer what will happen to Bitcoin price and to the broader crypto market in general. Because as we can see, the market remains hot, but the inability by Bitcoin to break above 72,000 is now becoming very, very, very much frustrating for many traders who expected that it would break above that level much sooner. So sooner than later. But still, we are back at this level, and how many times have we already tried? We have tried, say, one time, like there was one attempt, there was this second attempt, right? Multiple attempts, third attempt, then there was attempt fourth attempt, now the fifth attempt and sixth. So wow, this is something very, very telling us that there is so much interest lies at the price of 72,000. So $72,000 for Bitcoin is really this like probably this decisive moment, the Rubicon, right? It either goes up or it never is able to go above 72K. And if we look at this chart on a 1-day time frame, we are going to see that we have been sitting in this pretty, I would say, pretty wide range. So 60K to 71K, 72K. We had one, two, like first move, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So kind of 7 times we went up and down in this chart, in this corridor, and now we might be nearing this like turning point when either we're able to break above 72, or maybe for some time being the price will go lower. Price will go to maybe 60,000, maybe 50,000. Who knows? But at the same time, the lower the Bitcoin price drops, the more interest it attracts, and the more people and investors are willing to buy at that price. Because very few people are willing to buy right now. Well, quite a few. And at the same time, I don't really see from the way and form of this chart, I cannot say that many people are willing to also buy to sell Bitcoin, because, well, frankly speaking, why would you want to sell when everyone is telling you that it will cost $150,000? It will be trading at $150,000 towards the end of this year. So why would you sell something like this, an asset like this one, when it's already when it's poised for another bull run? And it's just everyone kind of expecting this bull run to finally take place. And where is it? Well, it hasn't really started just yet, but everyone is anticipating this. So everyone is anticipating, everyone is thinking, so why and when will this Bitcoin rally continue? And obviously, another important thing to mention is that if it breaks above 72K, then it has a potential of at least 30,000 upwards, because the next major stop is 100,000K. So 100K, $100,000 per Bitcoin, and that is going to be the that's really going to be this next goal, and many people, I guess, will be selling there. But as of now, at these prices, it's not like it was happening 2 years back, like 3 years back, when it came towards this level, stayed there for a little bit, and then dropped. Then there was another attempt, so everything was happening much quicker. Now we are kind of slow, and if you look, and the price tends to stay. So there was an attempt to break below this level, 65K, 60K, but that was just this false breakout. And usually false breakouts, they usually tell us that the asset is poised for the continuation of a trend. Because if you look back, yes, there was first attempt below 50K, and then we rebounded towards 60, but then boom, on the second attempt, dropped. And this is not what's happening this year. And I mean, it's this triangle that every day it gets closer and closer and closer to the upper border of this channel. And once this level is taken, 72K, we are going to see something like this. One candlestick of probably 10 to 15,000 in 1 day, in 1 week, and then slowly but steadily, maybe 2-3 weeks of growth. I really expect that, because basically that's that's what might happen, because the rally doesn't seem to be over just yet. We might see a little this this suspicious sign from the RSI indicator here, which kind of suggests that we might not be able to break above this overbought area, the 70 line, but still, I think we still have pretty high chances of actually going up. And if you compare it to last year, was, I mean, like last time when it was trading so high at these current prices, the picture was slightly different. As you can see, there was this first high, this second high, but there was the so-called divergence, and many people following the RSI signal, they started selling here, and maybe they didn't catch the very high of this previous bull run, but they were managed to save some money. And maybe even when did it form? Yeah, it formed here. So yeah, I think many people were able, like those who followed, who like to use the RSI indicator, they got a lot of help, got many insights from this indicator. So the RSI indicator is a great one. I do recommend using it. It's a wonderful indicator. As I said, very accurate, and in certain points it does wonders. Right now, I don't see that we are overbought on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, the picture the picture looks even better because we are above 50, the middle line, the 50 line on the RSI indicator, and everything looks as if we are about to start finally going upwards. So we'll see. A lot remains unknown, as it always is with trading, but we don't need to know everything. We just need to have a good ratio between our stop loss and take profit. All right, so yes, the non-farm payrolls on Friday, it brought a lot of volatility to the market, and we all saw this huge drop in the pound, more than almost one figure, or 1,000 pips in less than 1 hour. So it's probably in 1 hour. And what's more important, or what's interesting, what's worth mentioning, is that on the Euro USD, we also saw this pretty strong drop from 1.09 towards 1.08. The chart opened with a downwards gap, and it wasn't able to close this gap as of now. Usually gaps close within a few hours after they take place, but there is something strange here that this gap is not closing, so this might give us some more confirmation that this chart is actually about to continue its downwards descent. So we'll see that. So if we look at 4-hour time frame, once again we might notice this very interesting, very distinctive false breakout, and following this false breakout there was this nice drop, this kind of, well, can't really call this head and shoulders, which in fact kind of looks like that, with a very, very small head and a very distinctive right shoulder. But yes, it sometimes does happen. We saw this unexpected drop on the Nasdaq index as well on Friday, because it was all like everything was looking for an up trade, and then all of a sudden, like, there was an attempt to break above, false breakout, and boom, and then it drops. So as you can see, as you can observe, this long corridor, this channel, so we can draw maybe a little bit. I can use some drawing tools, something like this, and let's add one more line, another trend line. So yes, we are currently sitting or trading inside this narrow range, narrow corridor, with a possible, well, breakout or breakdown. It's kind of hard. I don't know where we'll move next. So potentially, I think the Nasdaq index still has a lot of upside potential, because basically we are trading at all-time highs, and there aren't many resistance level above. But of course, since we are nearing to this very strong psychological, very important level of 20,000 points with the Nasdaq futures, this might look as as a very, well, it's a sign of reversal. Might be a sign of reversal, because how much further can we go up? The market has already been very, very volatile, and since the beginning of April, these past 2 months, they have been extremely volatile and have provided many opportunities for trading. Now, what are my thoughts on gold? Well, gold is trading here at 2,300, or as Americans say, 2,300. So $2,306 per troy ounce. And well, looks like another head and shoulders pattern has formed. So we can clearly see the left shoulder headline, so the head, right shoulder, and this neckline. So we are trading right at this support. The support is located at $2,280, which looks exactly like this. So I think we might see another correction, but I don't see a very deep correction because fundamentally speaking, so I usually try to combine fundamental analysis with technical analysis. So from the point of view of fundamental analysis, I think we are looking for another wave of growth, and I don't really see a lot of downwards potential because, well, the chart, yes, we can drop maybe towards 2,200, but frankly speaking, I think we don't have much downside potential. So I would say that maybe I would cautiously still be buying gold, and probably the best case scenario, if you're a forex trader especially, I would sort of try and do the following trick. You buy gold at 2,300, you sell it somewhere here, 2,390. If the price goes here towards 2,400, you sell it here and you expect a drop. So that is called corridor trading, like when you trade in this narrow range, or it can be a wide range. But the point is that you buy from the border, from the lower border, and you sell at the upper border. So that is usually your best approach, best trading approach when you actually do something like this. Alrighty, what's your analysis on gold? Alright, I answered that. Can you teach it again? Let me see what the original question was. 1 minute trade. Well, as I said, our webinars on Mondays, they aren't directly dedicated at 1 minute trading or any kind of FT trading or FTT, fixed time trades. We do that on our other, pretty much all the other webinars are dedicated to that. So we do it on Monday, and then in this channel in particular, we trade every Wednesday and we trade every Friday. But Mondays are usually this day when we just talk about markets and about trading in general. Start $10 to $100 series, please. Well, what do you mean by that? So shall we start trading with like small amounts of money in our accounts? Well, we can do that. That's no problem. We can trade with this account maybe, or I could. But I mean, usually when you watch some educational material and then when you decide you want to trade yourself, what you need to do is you need to just adapt that price or that trading size, just adapt it to your reality, to your numbers, and to how much money you have in your deposit, and that's pretty much it. That's that's all you need to do. All right. Please reply my verification problem, guys. Verification problems. I'm trying to find your question about verification, but I don't really see your question about verification. Where is it? Where is it? I have verification. Please solve verification problem. Well, first of all, I need to know your account number, and well, second of all is of course I'm an analyst. I'm not really a person who works in the KYC department or the so-called verifications department. So please go to them, talk to your talk to our customer support, explain your problem, and also you have to understand, you really have to come to terms with the fact that we are a financial company, and yes, we do require, we have certain triggers, and we need to follow, we need to comply with the so-called know your customer policy, and that is why verification is oftentimes asked on the platform, but that is in fact reality with almost any financial organization, be it a bank, be it a exchange, like a crypto exchange, like stock exchange. Well, pretty much everyone asks for verifications nowadays. All right, moving on. So USD JPY. The USD JPY is a very interesting chart, very interesting asset. There have been a lot of rumors circulating about this currency pair. As we can see, USD JPY is trading near 156. The previous high, I would say 160 is this very dangerous, in the so-called very dangerous zone or area for this chart. So 160, yes, can be a very difficult level to breach for this chart, and it will also mean that the USD is growing stronger against the yen. So the Central Bank of Japan, BOJ, will not let it go unnoticed, or will not let it happen easily. But overall, global trend here is bullish, and I would definitely be looking at opening buy trades, buy positions here with USD JPY at almost any possible turn. So whenever you see that price has dropped, price drops towards some more or less significant level of support, that is where I would definitely start buying this asset, because, well, frankly speaking, it does have a lot of upside potential. And what's more important is that it's much easier for this chart to go up, because the USD or the United States economy looks so much stronger than the these Asian countries' economy now, because Japan is suffering much more from high energy prices, high energy costs, and well, basically devaluating their currency. So the yen is actually dropping so much against the US dollar is actually good for the Japanese economy. And the answer is simple, because Japan is an export-oriented company, and it produces a lot of final products. And Japan, this way, in this regard, needs to be able to compete in prices with many other producers all over the world. And that is why for Japan, actually low exchange rate of the yen against the United States dollar is actually good. All right, I also wanted to talk about gold, because gold, oh, sorry, we talked about gold. So yeah, once again, whenever it drops towards 2,300, I would be looking at buying gold, that is for sure, because that is this very big level of support. And well, I think gold is actually one of those extremely good assets, extremely suitable assets for the so-called corridor trading, because no matter what, eventually it grows up in price. And another beautiful thing about gold and the way it trades in general is that it allows you to see, to notice those channels. I mean, they are so much clearly can be seen in this chart, because you have this resistance level, say 2066, 2050, more or less, like 50ish. That's the resistance level. So we have so many opportunities for like, actually you won't miss any trade on gold. You just need to look at the chart maybe once a day to figure out what's going on. And Yeah, to be honest, that is the beauty of trading, or the beauty of many trades, of many assets, is that you don't need to spend hours watching it. So the same is true for Bitcoin, especially if you are a Forex trader, right? You just open down trades, you open up trades, and overall your yeah, I mean, like, just if you, especially if you look backwards, right, with a hindsight, right, which we actually try not to do because that is wrong. Because you, every time you're gonna notice, yeah, I would have sold here, I would have bought here, I would have sold here. In reality, of course, that is so far from the truth. It is very difficult to catch, to predict these reversal points. But many people still fall for this trap, and they look at charts with this kind of hindsight moves, hindsight vision. So this is something I try to pretty much always tell not to do, because that is very, very difficult to do and almost impossible to predict. Yet some people do that. Well, nonetheless, it's a very interesting chart, and you can do this, as I said, this kind of corridor trading. And the same is also true for Euro USD almost. And that is what we teach in our consultations. So how to spot these those corridors, those channels, and how to be able to predict prices when they move, when you don't really see, when you don't really have a very strong trend, but instead you have this kind of wide range, and you can still benefit from this range. But of course, even if you trade within those ranges, my suggestion is, of course, to pay attention to more volatile assets like USD JPY. For example, this one, like so many wonderful opportunities. And yeah, to look at these wonderful opportunities. So, well, all right. Talk about AVAX analysis, please. All right, let's have a look at AVAX, which is a cryptocurrency, and it's called Avalanche, the full name. Well, what can I say about AVAX? And, well, I mean, I don't know much about this currency pair or this cryptocurrency fundamentally, but what I can see is this very, very strong level. And obviously, if this level is able to withhold, so while Avalanche is trading above 30, so it's a yes, like 30, everything is fine, the trend is bullish. Once it drops below 30, so imagine all these people that have been buying, have been purchasing this stock or this currency right here. Once this level is taken and the price drops, now all of them start experiencing losses. Well, most of them are having losses already, but it's these unrealized losses. But once things go south, like this drop accelerates, well, in that case we might see the acceleration of drop, and we can see this that this chart will drop below 30 for sure. So, well, I mean, you can open. I mean, right now this looks like a very promising trade. You have this very big range of opportunity between 30 and 40, and with a potential breakout above 40, going towards 50 and 60. So it looks to me like a nice opportunity to open a trade with a very short stop loss, and that will potentially give you a lot of opportunity for to get this very nice ratio between your the so-called risk to reward ratio. So for me, to me, it looks like a nice trade. Why not? As you can see, it worked 1, 2, 3. So 3 times it worked already. Plus, this level was designated back in January, on the 24th of January. So this level was able to withhold the pressure from sellers here. and it might give you, it might provide you with another opportunity to make profits on the like fifth time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe fifth time. How many? Well, as we saw on Bitcoin, the level or any level can hold 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times already. 5 times, maybe 6 times. So yes, trading like this with your stop loss would be around $2.5 and your potential profit is around $7.5. So yes, to me this looks like a nice trading opportunity. So if you ask my advice, I would probably open a trade here. It looks like a good trading opportunity. All right, so the US markets have just opened and the Nasdaq index is slightly dropping, but it's still like fluctuating around this opening price. Usually the first minutes after markets open are the most volatile times, the most volatile minutes. We might see a breakout above a break above 19,000. So we might see that is we are still 10 points away. So let's see what happens with this chart. And if this breakout happens, well, we might go back towards this first level, then 19,100. And at the same time, as you can see, we have quite a few levels of resistance over there. So it's not going to be an easy walk for the Nasdaq index to actually go above these previous resistances and to kind of go to new highs, but we'll see. A lot depends on this unpredictability, the inherent market unpredictability. Guys, talking about 5-second trades, I do not recommend such quick trades because they are so difficult to predict. And while you are placing a trade, already 20% of your time basically elapses. I don't normally trade 5-second trades. I only do that in very rare cases when I'm really asked to do so. But generally speaking, I try not to do that because it is so difficult to predict. And yeah, so boom and crash indexes, I promise we will talk about them next Monday and we might do a trading session on them. But as of now, I would like to wish you a wonderful trading session. I wish you good luck in your trades and I will see you next week. And do not forget that we have webinars on this channel every Wednesday and every Friday. And we also have 10 other channels speaking Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic, Hindi, Thai, Vietnamese, and a few other languages. So feel free to join our trading. So trade with OLYMP Trade. Good luck with that. Don't forget to get a consultation if your current status is expert or even advanced. So if your current status is advanced or expert, you can call or you can text our customer support. You can explain to them that you want to have a private consultation with your financial analyst, and they will be happy to hook you up with your financial analyst and ensure that you get all the privileges of your VIP package or expert package that are included in it. That is it, guys. Can I do a trade? Well, no. We have a separate webinar for that. Anyone can do trades. You just need to click up and down button, but what's the point, right? We need to have statistics, right? You cannot really jump to conclusions based on one, two, even 3 trades. You need to have a history, you need to have a statement, and that is why, for example, you need to, okay, on this account I don't have trades. I was trading from this account today. So I have 23 profitable trades, and I'm roughly making 65, 60, 50, 57, I think, percent profitable trades today. Let me see. Okay, so it's 54 today, and these are some of my trades, some close with the profit, and this is my current Forex portfolio of my trades, and we'll see next week what will happen to them in 1 week time. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful trading week, guys, and see you shortly.